Hello men, hope you've had a good day so far. Replicant Fish here, and today I have this video. Why living your life is the best revenge for single men. For men in general. But what do I mean by that statement? As I've said before and will say again, sometimes you have no idea how far a woman would go until you break up with her, until you're breaking up with her, divorcing her. It's in those moments you see the complete picture of who this woman actually is. Forget the fairy tale nice nonsense of the beginning, when you first got together, how everything was sweet and nice and yes, even in the relationship you had bumps along the way and disagreements and arguments and whatnot. But at the end, in the end, that is when you see how far a woman would actually go. How cruel and callous she could actually be. Because it is in the breakup that some women would unleash everything. They would tell you how they actually feel about you, what they think about you, what they think you're lacking, and better believe they will have many things to tell you that you're lacking in. Some men go through the stress of having their property destroyed, as well as their property. They may get attacked, they may have their pet stolen. All manner of things could be done to a man. If you've experienced it, you know what I mean. That has been done to many men, including myself, at the end of a relationship. You see, the thing about women is, when you break up with them, they do not want you to be better after them. In other words, they want you to fall after them. Some men wonder why a woman would do such horrific things to them after they've spent so many years loving and caring for this woman. Yet at the end, this woman seemingly wants this man to suffer, to feel constant pain for the rest of his life. Because that's the case. Many women do want you to fall and fail after them. They don't want to see you prosper and become better. No, that burns them. That hurts them. And this is why I've said this before. The ironic thing is, even if you're a man trying to move on to another woman, the previous woman would make your life hell. So even if you did not want to be single, you wanted to find another woman to try again, even that would be at risk because of the previous woman. Especially if you have kids with her. My God. My God. How a woman would make you suffer through your child or children simply because you're trying to progress in your life after her. See, now that we've established that understanding, and I'm sure by now many of you men that have experienced that would understand what I mean. So then we get to the point of the revenge. The revenge is not to do anything at all to the woman. No, the simple revenge, the more sweet, more powerful revenge is to live your life. Live your life so flipping well, so flipping good. See, understand this, men. When I say certain things like having the ability to get back to who you were before you met this woman, that is the point, men. Because many women hate that. The fact you can get back to that awesome person you were when she met you. Because you're meant to fall after her. You're not meant to go on and have a better life after her. How many women do you think want that? Really? If she doesn't care, then she won't care. But even if she doesn't care, many women just want you to suffer anyway, because you're no longer with them, and they feel if they can't be happy, neither can you. Even if this woman goes on to get another life and find another man, if you have a child with her, she will still find a way to make you suffer. There are women that do this, and they don't think twice about it. So this is why, as a man, when you understand that, look, knowing how much a woman despises a man advancing, becoming better after her, that in itself should be more of a motivation, an incentive if you will. But it's an incentive that would actually make you better anyway. You will naturally improve yourself, naturally get better, feel better about yourself, think better about yourself. All the while, it is burning her. And all you're doing is living your life. Sounds simple, but when you understand it, you understand it. And if you've seen it yourself, you know what I mean. Let's look at happiness for a second. How, like I've said before, we assume other people are happier than us because we're judging from our own perception. Yet we may not understand that the small things that make us happy may make us happier than the things you think make them happy, if I've made that clear. Now in terms of women, sometimes women need more to make them feel good or happy. in comparison to a large majority of us as men. You see, as men, We're the pursuers of women. Thus, we've needed to have certain skills to approach a woman. We need to have character. We need to have personality. As well as that, but if you have money or good looks, it could overshadow the first two and make the first two negligible. But the point is, we as men have to learn how to be content in ourselves in the first place. We're the pursuers. We're not the ones that have women coming to us necessarily. So because of this and the fact that we as men have hobbies, we have other activities, we as men are able to be more content than women. So the overall point I'm making is that, in a sense, it could be far easier for a man to be more content and happy in his life than a woman. So in other words, it may take far more for her to be content than it would for you. So whereas she may have to find another man that can do all these grand amazing things for her again and tolerate her at the same time, you as a man, you could just be content in yourself because you're yourself. You've been yourself forever. So long as you had not lost yourself to her, you can get back to yourself. Get back to being that awesome guy that you were before. You see, women have this thing of thinking that you as a man should be humble. You should be humble that this woman even wanted you in the first place. You should be humble that she even gave you any time. You should be humble that she chose you instead of another man. Understand how many women have this in the back of their minds. How they had options, but they chose you. So who the hell do you think you are to then think you can leave her? This woman who has given herself to you for this amount of time, who do you think you are to then leave her? Understand the rage that builds up in women in this process. And this is doubly worse if the relationship ends because it's your fault, as in you cheated and you were caught and now the relationship is ending. Now if you're married to the woman, yeah, she's going to rip as much as she possibly can. As much as she can. Because for the pain you've caused her, there is no way you as a man should ever feel joy again. It sounds cold, some women are so. But one of the sweetest feelings I've ever had in this world, and yes, this is narcissistic, if you want to say that, and arrogant, whatever. One of the sweetest feelings I've ever had in this world is seeing a woman you were once with or close to in some way or some form, yet in that time you have improved. You have gotten better, you may look better, make more money, you just look fresh, good, healthy, nice. Whereas she does not look as fresh as you. For as arrogant and narcissistic as that is, my God, what a feeling. What a feeling. And this woman can barely even look at you because she has faded, while you have bloomed in a sense, blossomed, improved, gotten better. The saying revenge is a dish best served cold. Indeed it is. Very cold, ice cold. Because one of the saddest aspects of women is that they age. Time is not good to many women. It's not their friend, is it? And the fact that for many men, time could actually be their friend. For many men, we improve with age. So because of this, understand as a man, we have the potential to continually grow and become more valuable as we age. Whereas sadly, most women don't have that ability. So understand for them, the thought of you moving on and getting better, the thought of you becoming something better than you were when you were with her, the thought of you becoming happier than you were when you were with her, the thought of feeling more alive, alone, than when you were with her. That's not something many women want to hear. They do not want to know you're better now that she is gone. Another example of this, and it is a very dark example, is how sometimes the mother would neglect the child if the father does not want the mother anymore. How in a sense the mother feels as if she's wasted her life producing this child for you as a man, and even if you do take care of the child, that doesn't matter. If you're not with her, if you don't take care of her, then what need does she have for the child? The child is a reminder of you. The sad thing is, many children get neglected because of this. Because the father did not want the mother anymore, so thus she can shut down her motherly duties, or not be as on point as she would be if the father was around. And that is a very dark thing. I've seen that happen myself with my own eyes. But as men, the best thing that you could ever do, the best, sweetest, and darkest and coldest revenge you could ever have is to just improve your life. Just improve your life. Be better. That's it. For as simple as it is, the power it has is stunning. The burn it causes is fascinating. If you understand the simple concept, they do not want you to be better, then you as a man, you double down on your being better. Knowing that she may not want you to improve should make you want to improve even more, so that it burns even more, and you as a man have done nothing to her. Nothing at all. Psychology is a powerful thing, especially when you understand how simple things could have really big impacts and results on people. Taking care of yourself is not just the best revenge, it's also the best thing you could do for yourself. You can trip, you can slip, you can fall. Just get back up. Clear, sharp as a diamond. Focus. Observe. Remember. The world is yours. Have a nice day.